Hi, friend. I just wanted to share some more things from a widow's perspective. And I got to start it off by saying three words that I'm kind of feeling like every day. And that's I don't care. And I don't think that's ever been a part of my vocabulary to say that and mean it. But right now, grief is so heavy and it's so mentally draining. It takes more effort to care about a whole lot of things. And so I think I try to just avoid all that by, it's just easier to say, I just don't care. And I want to care, but I don't. I want to care about work and friendships and socializing, and I want to care. When you're grieving just the amount of energy it takes, you've lost a significant partner. We were married for 35 years, together for 37. It takes so much energy to do even the smallest of things, changing a light bulb, trying to make decisions. And it's like, I can only do so much in a day. It's like trying to decide which conversations do I want to have. Phone calls can be so draining. And it's like, I'll see a call coming in and I'm like, okay, do I have the mental capacity to deal with this right now? Majority of the time is no. I may try to text back and say, hey, I can get with you later, or I'm just not available right now. I can't do it. Mentally draining. It's just mentally draining. What do I need to do today? Who do I need to talk to? What do I have to talk to them about? How long is that conversation going to be? Are we going to just start chit-chatting about whatever and that has nothing to do with, when it comes to work related, I should say, nothing to do with business? It's mentally draining and I don't care. I want to care. And I think a lot of things I don't have a strong opinion on right now is because it takes too much energy to have a strong opinion on something. And if it's just something that's like, okay, that's really not me caring about right now. That's never been me. And it's just so mentally draining. And I think my biggest thing, I wish that people could understand more about the grieving brain. And I know it's not really possible if you haven't actually walked through that, lived through that, because it makes me feel like people are thinking, wow, she's just being lazy or doesn't want to do this and doesn't want to do that. It's mentally draining. Just to get out of bed in the morning is mentally draining. I'm having conversations with myself. Michelle, you've got to get up. You've got to go ahead and shower, get dressed, get ready for the day, get to work. That took all in me to get there, and then all of a sudden now I've got phone calls that are not work-related, but there is somebody from work, but we're just yipping and yapping about nothing. That's too much mental energy. And I feel bad saying that, but I don't care. I want to care. And I heard one widow talk about it, and she was saying she thinks it's a form of protection, not caring. Because we're dealing with so much already, and it's just easier to say, I don't care. And that's just protecting me from trying to mentally be completely drained. And on a daily basis, I'm just trying to figure out my new normal, how to put these pieces together because they fit differently now. I find myself saying I don't care. I don't know how many times throughout the day. And at the same time, I'm saying, but I want to care. I've talked to my kids about it. I don't care about certain things. I just don't care. And again, I want to, but mentally, I just don't have the capacity to care about as much right now. I'm in survival mode, trying to learn the new me, trying to figure out what this new normal is like. I can't care about everything right now. And I think a lot of times maybe it's an internal thing, and maybe a lot of times people don't think about it or when they're grieving, so nobody says it. But I'm saying it, y'all. And I've heard other grieving people say it as well. They just don't care. And so I've had people that will call me maybe several times a day, and bless their hearts, they're trying. This is too much. Just sorry, that's too much. That is mentally draining. And then they're saying, "Well, you didn't answer my phone call." No, but there's no way to really explain it. I don't have the mental energy. I've got to save it for what I really need to do. I've still got to work out things in my life that I have to do now that I didn't have to do before. And I can't spend all my mental energy on, I hate to say, nothingness. Just having a conversation and I know that sounds cruel, but I don't care right now. And again, I want to care. It's like the more I can have those areas of where I don't care, it allows me to have time to focus on me and healing. I don't care about all that extra stuff, just the things that I really need to care about so that I can focus on myself, my health, my kids. I have to do it. Right now, and there's nothing that I just purposely thought about and say, okay, now I'm not going to care about this. I just don't care. And I know some people, that's just, maybe that's just the way they are. They just never care about much of anything. But I've never been that kind of person. So it's just so new to me to just say I don't care. But y'all, I don't. And I'm trying to. And honestly, I would have to say I think I'm doing a pretty good job of showing up every day. For myself, for my kids, for my job. Because there's so many things that I just don't care about right now. It's like, I don't care what I have for dinner. Or, see somebody, hey, they've got on multi-colors, they're not matching anyway. I don't care. Wear what you want to wear. Do what you want to do. I can't waste mental energy on that. Because literally every decision can feel like the weight of the world is on me. And it can be the simplest of decisions, but it's just like, I just can't do it right now. I just can't care about that right now. That's just not on the top of my priority list to care about. So if you're out there and you're friends with a griever, I would beg you to keep that in mind, that a lot of things they probably just don't care about. You may want to ask them about it to see if they're feeling that way. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. But a lot of times we're trying to care. It's just so hard. It really is. And so I just wanted to share this. I know it's pretty personal and not really like good stuff. But honestly, I don't care. I'm just sharing my heart so others feel less alone on this grieving journey.